Hi guys, Jay Smith here. Welcome to the AskGolfNut channel. So, first of all, I want to put this one out. This is my opinion. This is not fact. This is my opinion of the worst Mizuno iron they have ever made. Now, everyone knows I like Mizuno. Everyone who's been watching me for a while knows that my preference is I play Mizuno and I wear Mizuno. Why? Because everyone has a preference, whether what kind of car they drive or what kind of golf clubs or shoes they wear or clothes they wear or anything else like that. People have preferences. Now, over the passage of time, I have done reviews of all different types of golf club, comparisons between all different types of golf club, and I give head data. So why do I give head data? So anyone who doesn't know me and sees someone dressed in a Mizuno outfit, reviewing and testing up against Mizuno and other manufacturers' golf clubs, if there is a winner, regardless of what the winner is, one or the other, it's done on the basis of transparency and openness with the giving of head data. Because again, if I hit one golf club worse than the other one and say actually one's, you kind of get the idea. So everything is open. My preference for who's going to win on the ugliest and nastiest iron Mizuno have ever made has to be either the JPX EZ, which I've got the 2016 model, or the orange one, which was the 2014 version. Everything about this thing for me looks ugly. I'm not saying anyone who uses these irons, first of all, I just want to say, if you use these irons, all the orange ones, and you love them, you get on well with them and they do exactly what you need to, keep with them, they're great. And if they're great for you, Brett, these are my opinions. That's it. This is not fact. These are my subjective opinions. Top line on here is so thick. I have seen possible blades with sole thicknesses as thick as this top line. When it comes to the sole on this, it is so big you could land aircraft on it, and it's been a long while since I've seen a golf club with that much offset that I can physically see it of when I just rotate the golf club around. It is, I don't have to put the golf club down by the ball to see the amount of offset this has got. I could probably get another golf club in between here. It's that much offset. And then the blade lengths. This thing is huge, like massive. There's also one other thing that I don't like about the JPX EZ, and we'll hit a shot and I'll show you what I mean. Did you hear that? That is loud. Like, loud. It sounds like a hybrid. Like literally like a gun going off. I mean, it is just noisy. And now, again, when they made these on the basis of making them as big as they possibly could. Because at that point, and this only, we're talking 8 years or so in development difference between this and, say, the JPX 923 hot metal that I'm going to sort of kind of quickly put it up against. But back in the day in 2015-16 when this arrived, it was the biggest, most distance-inspired, most forgiving-inspired design that Mizuno can make. Against nowadays, from the 923 hot metal, it's the same category of golfer, but everything's done with a slightly smaller look. I mean, the hot metal has got thinner top lines, especially with that chrome badging around the back. The top line on the hot metal don't look nowhere near the size of this thing. When it comes to sole thicknesses, do you know what? Yeah, the EZ is bigger, but not by a huge amount. But it's again, it's that chrome barring around the back of the hot metal, which makes it look much nicer. And don't even get me started on the blade lengths. The blade lengths on an EZ compared to a hot metal, I mean, it's just like another, it just looks like another golf club on the end of it. And then the offset, there is offset on the hot metal, but it's nowhere near as aggressive as it is on the EZ. And we'll hit the hot metal in a sec, and then we'll show the difference between them in the sound. Oh, that's slightly off the bottom. Not bad though, but it's just slightly off the bottom of the golf club. Middle hit is just dropping efficiency straight away. That's a different conversation, which we'll have at the end. Yeah, just slightly low on the face, but efficiency's dropping straight away. Delivery otherwise is very, very good. And the sound it makes is just mental. It really is. Right, let's just quickly go over to a 923 hot metal, the new one. Sleek on its looks. And Mizuno have changed, obviously, metals in this one, going from normal, they've gone into chromolys and all this different thing, variable face thicknesses. Technology has improved even over 8 years. But the biggest difference that you'll see, other than visually, is on the strike when you hit it. The sound is thuddier. It's a complete difference in sound of impact. Now, these are both exactly the same loft, within reason. This is 28.5 degrees for a 7-iron against the 1/4 inch longer in shaft 6-iron at 28 degrees of the EZ. So within half a degree weaker and 1/4 inch shorter in the shaft, they are both exactly the same. So we are talking that lofts have changed also over time, definitely, but the sound on this one is distinctly quieter. It's more thuddy than the crisp, like hybrid like whack of the EZ. Now, I know which one I would choose. These aesthetically look much nicer to me. I'm a blade player, so I always gravitate to something. If you're someone who likes real estate, there you go. But then in like comparative modern day terms, the hot metal isn't small, but it's not also big either. It's kind of sitting in that medium bracket for the game improvement sector. So there is one big difference also. I've hit a load of shots with the EZ off of camera, and I've also put it up against the hot metal as well. Now, we're hitting shots here, and you can see the strike has not really moved any more than about 7mm away from the middle. So I want to go now, let's go turn this off. Let's go to the PC now, and I'll show you some information which I've captured from the EZ and the hot metal to show just how much technology has changed in 8 years between what was the most forgiving iron that Mizuno could make 8 years ago to what is now the most forgiving iron that Mizuno can make in 2023, 2024. Let's go to the PC and show you the differences between these two. So let's be clear about this. Both the EZ and also the hot metal are designed for the same golfer in their own time frame. The one that needs help with distance and one that needs help with maximum forgiveness. So I've captured some information from commonly hit places on the face, not what we just did on camera, within reason, middle-ish. We are talking from misses on the face. Now remember, these are game improvement irons. Very much so in the EZ because it's massive. I've captured one here, 14mm heel, 1mm low. For the EZ, face is half a degree open to a path which is 0. So 0, 0, very good delivery. Loft is 22 degrees and clubhead speed 88.9. Efficiency is 1.32. Not bad, it's okay. If you flick that over then to a hot metal, it's 16mm heel, 3mm low, so actually a worse strike. So it's another, what, 3mm, 4mm worse gross. So yeah, 19mm against 15mm. So it's a worse strike. It's delivered more loft, 23.9 against 22.2. As soon as you add more loft, you increase deflection, you increase deflection, you take efficiency. Efficiency is a measure of bang for your buck. What kind of ball speed you get for your clubhead speed. So obviously the retention of efficiency is the best idea when it comes to trying to have a golf club as forgiving as possible. So face is very, very good as well, so it's comparable. So you've got more loft and a worse strike on the hot metal. All should say it should have worse efficiency, but efficiency is 1.36 over 1.32 on a better strike and less lofted EZ. Look at the carry, 88.9 miles an hour for the clubhead speed, 88.8, so that's it. But let's look at the carry, 175 over 168. You've gained 7 yards of free distance, and on the umbrella of the hot metal, done it with a worse strike and more loft. If you were to get them much closer together, the distance could be 10 yards gain, like for like, from the same, over the EZ from a heel location, which is generally speaking the worst place you can hit it. So I've captured one now low on the face. The EZ has 10mm low, 3mm toe, so 13mm off gross. 87.6 miles an hour, efficiency is 1.30. Face and path are very 0, 0, and loft is at 22.9 degrees. If you flick that over to the hot metal, strike is 1mm better on the vertical and 1mm better on the toe. So 1mm, 1mm, 2mm difference, that is it. Face is 0, no different to the previous one, face is 0. Within reason 0. But loft is 24 degrees, 1.1 degrees more than the EZ. Efficiency is 1.36 against 1.30. Like, that is one heck of a win. Now I am swinging 1.2 miles an hour faster with the hot metal, so yes, we have to be honest about that. Look at the differences in carry though. That's not 1.2 miles an hour. 158 to 175. Just the retention of ball speed that you are going to get from a brand new, super springy, super forgiving golf club over the old. And this is 8 years. This is not 28 years. This is 8 years difference. It is just amazing the difference between them. So capture some toe ones now to finish off. We have one here for a 20 mil toe, 1 mil high, and 23 degrees of loft. We are looking at club path is 0 and face to path is actually 2 degrees closed. Generally speaking, when you close a face down, you then make it more efficient, less deflection, and so it's kind of cheating a little bit to try and get a bit more efficient, but it's 1.35. If you flick that over to hot metal one, 1.36, that's done with a square face, and that's done with a 27 millimeters gross strike off of the middle, 23 mil toe, 4 mil high, against 20 mil toe, 1 mil high. So a distinctly worse strike, and it's got more loft, nearly 2 degrees more loft, a worse strike, and a square face, not a closed face, and it beat it by 0.01. If you were to like for like it when it comes to the strike, like for like it when it comes to the loft, and like for like it when it comes to the face angle, do you know what? The efficiency would overtake by far more than 0.01. It's just amazingly how much the hot metal wins over the EZ. Now, doing this test surprised me. I must admit, I didn't like the EZ. Out of the middle, it performs just as good as the hot metal. Let's be honest, it does. Would I be saying if you're going to go have an EZ and going to think about buying a new set of hot metals, 923 hot metals, are you going to win out the middle? I'll be honest, marginal at best. You may get a fraction more height, you may get a fraction more ball speed, but it's so marginal, I would not bother. However, you don't buy a JPX hot metal because you like the looks of it necessarily, or you like how it performs out the middle, although you will. You buy it because of the fact of how forgiving it is when you don't quite hit the middle. And the differences between these two golf clubs are just poles apart. It has amazed me just how much difference there is in the new technology of the 923 over the hot metal. Out the middle, they're basically exactly the same. But from off-center hits, wow, does the hot metal just overtake and lap the EZ. Now, again, these are my opinions when it comes to the aesthetics and it comes to the feel and all this lot. They are subjective, they're opinion based, and they are in no way factual whatsoever. So if you like it and the EZ works for you, I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a new set of whatever right away. What I'm saying is, if you have got a old set of golf clubs and you do use the face a little bit more than you really would like, of course lessons would always help, and I would always say first and foremost, lessons are the best. But if you're looking for some technology difference, I would definitely think about going out and just testing some modern day game improvement irons over the old school game improvement irons that you've got, because there could be some distinct advantages, some gains that you are missing out on by not testing out the new stuff. So hope you liked the video. If you did, thumbs up, go on YouTube, like so do I. Down there is a subscribe button, it's free and it's great for the channel if you could subscribe, so thank you very much. And next to that is a bell icon, that's a notification bell, and if you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. So be well, we'll see you again soon.